About once a month I come back to one of my favorite greenhouses. I come in and they have these awesome little miniature succulents and easy to take care of houseplants. You really don't have to water them that much. Some of them over there. And I can show you more of what of my collection is, but I just want to stop back in again. I love these. They're so easy to take care of, easy to water. And on top of that, you can propagate them, and that's my favorite part of my hobby, is propagating a lot of these. I'm going to show you 4 plants that you're going to want in your home. I absolutely love these. The first one is a succulent. It's a skyscraper senesceno. It's a little bit hard to pronounce, at least for me, but this one is adorable and it's about to bloom. I'm so excited for this one. It can be indoors or outdoors. If you're gonna have it outdoors, I would recommend, if you're zone 8 or up, you can keep it all season outside. Just take good care of it. If you're below that, then I recommend it bringing it indoors at the end, or once you're starting getting into that maybe 50 to 60 degree temperature. Definitely, yeah, don't let it get any lower than that. But it's absolutely fantastic, and they call it the skyscraper because it grows really tall. When you bring it indoors, try and give it as much light as possible. When you water it, make sure that you give it a good watering, and do not water it until it is bone dry again. Again, it's a succulent. It holds a lot of moisture right in here, so it's really low maintenance. The next one I want to show you is a Peperomia. Try and say that 3 times fast. Nope, I can't do it. Anyways, this one is absolutely adorable. Beautiful, bright green and yellow in it. And if you look really close, it also has the little bit of red that you'll see throughout. Far away or even close up, this is a beautiful plant. Very, very low maintenance. It also gets the nickname baby rubber plant, which is a little bit different. You know, if you've seen a rubber plant, you know what I mean. But again, this one is really easy, low maintenance. The soil, again, once it gets dry, you can water it again. It's a little bit more flexible with accidentally getting overwatered, but don't let the water sit forever. But the catch with this one is you can actually propagate it just by soaking it in water. So it'll root, cut off a little clipping right here, and it'll root, stick it in water for a little bit. Once you see the roots, pop it in soil. Easy as that. These are just a few more I wanted to show you. Nice, easy house plants to take care of. Always love the peace lilies over there. So colorful, great for offices. These are really, really easy plants. Really good condition. These are fun. Some more over here. And then of course it just goes further and further. Those ones are huge. Look at those. What I also want to mention about it is the sunlight. This is kind of an indoor plant. If you're going to keep it outdoors, obviously you want it to be the warm, sunny summer, spring weather. Don't let it get too cold, but only let it get, if you're going to put it in kind of a direct sun, make sure it's a kind of morning sun or evening sun. Don't let it sit in direct sunlight. It'll burn it. It won't do well at all. If you put it on your patio, make sure it's covered, and that's good light as well. Put it next to a window with light coming in, you're perfectly fine. My next one I want to show you is a cotyledon, if I'm pronouncing that correctly. These plant names are not the easiest to pronounce, but this one is just a little spotted because it needs a little wash. But this one is another one really easy to propagate if you really want to, which this one has done already. You take one of the tall stalks and you cut it and then stick it in soil or stick it in water. You probably do best just sticking it in soil. Keep the soil just a little bit moist so it starts to catch and root. But really, oh, here we go. Can show you right here. Let's see, make sure my camera's, see that little dot right there? That's where it can develop a node or a root. So if I were to cut like right about there, then I could propagate it. But really nice plant to have, and I love the silvery color in it. Great accent for something bright and silvery. Again, when you water it, just let it drain out, make sure it's dry all the way. It doesn't hurt to actually be, you know, a little dehydrated for a day or two, maybe half a week, because it's, again, a succulent. It holds a lot of moisture in there. If you ever see your succulent going floppy, then you know you really have to water it. But again, they are kind of a deserty plant, so they can hold their own in hot weather or dry weather. Another thing to note with this is if you paid attention really closely, if you see there was actually a bonus plant in here, right there, that looks a little different, kind of spiky, sharp looking leaves on it. This is a mother of 1,000. So what happened was, this was sitting next to one of these plants, and see, let me see that little baby right there, all those little bumps on it? Those are all babies. That, you literally pop one of those off, stick it in soil, spray it with a little bit of water, and you got more of these. Really, really easy to propagate. It fell in here. I'm gonna see if I can try and separate it out of there, because they'll start to crowd each other out. It's better I do that sooner than later. And then I can take these babies and start popping them around in a bigger pot and just have a whole little forest of these. It'll be so adorable. But I wanted to show you that little bonus. I have one more I want to show you, and I kind of showed you it already, but this one is highly, highly sought after. It's hard to find, and when you get a chance or you find it, I was so excited when I found this one. But it's a Peperomia, but it's almost like a inverted, or I almost want to say like a defect, because they're supposed to look like this, but for some reason this one is just not developing any of its green color. It's just going to stay this very pale yellow. When I found this, I was so excited. They're hard to find, and I am definitely going to be propagating this one once it gets a little bigger. I am going to baby this baby rubber plant so much so I can make more of them. But you can see just there's no green in there whatsoever. I am so excited. These go for some good money too.